Garden tour, garden tour, garden tour. April 14th, 2026. Give a little outlook. This is the front yard. Those are our snapdragons. I forget what these are called, but they're flowering. But it's getting too hot for them again, so they're going to stop flowering. We're going to get into almost the 90s this week. Here is the LSU Gold, which has a few figs. Breba, which are figs growing on last year's growth. And it's starting to form its main crop a little bit. So we should be getting figs probably June or July on this one. This is yellow long neck. It's created a few new branches, which means each branch should give me a fair amount of figs, large figs. Haven't tried either one of these this year, so I'm looking forward to this. Will be the year that we get some more snapdragons. The Feijoas had a bit of fallout from the cold that we had over the winter, and a little bit of stress, but they're all coming back. All this, as you can see, is new growth, and we're hopeful that this will be the year that it flowers profusely and we can actually get pineapple guavas and try them out. Hopefully this is the year that we get them. This is the tiger panache that died all the way down to the ground from the winter, but it is alive and producing a new branch, so that's good. This is the LSU Champagne, which I'm so iffy on keeping this son of a gun, but it is extremely hardy, extremely prolific, and it is a super aggressive grower. I would say it is the most aggressive fig tree I have in my orchard, and it is aggressively growing back. Hopefully we can get figs off this. We had figs last year, but they never matured, but I did transplant it in the middle of July and probably stressed the hell out of it. So that is second year. New year growth, I expect a ton of figs off that thing, and that thing's probably going to reach probably 6 feet high again. Moving on to the backyard. Backyard, cold over. I haven't decided what to do with anything over here yet. Here's a blackberry patch, Primark Freedoms, which will give us berries late summer, early fall. We don't know which one this is going to be. It could be the Primark, which that one probably is, or it could be the Osage. Now, the Osage is a 2-year or a Floricane blackberry bush, so it means it has to grow for a year, go dormant, wake up in the next year, and this is the next year, the second year, and it gets flowers. And these blackberries are pretty big, very tasty. These are really big and okay tasting. I mean, they're not bad by any stretch of the means. They're pretty good, but those taste a bit better. So I don't know which one that one is. That one's going to be fun. If it gives us berries in the fall, it's Primark. If it does not, it's Osage. And this is another Primark Freedom in a pot. Very aggressive growing faster than the other one, actually. And I think I'm going to put that one in that pot. I haven't had the willpower to do it. It's just how it is these days. These are the pink lemonade blueberries. Pretty much finished. They're flowering, and now they are fruiting quite a bit. Way more than last year. I only got like 10 or 15 last year. So this is already a bonus round. This one actually flowered and fruited quite a bit. I hear that we have a lot of birds that'll snag these sons of guns, so I bought netting for these. These are about 3 times the size of when I put them in last year, so that is a win. That is I can't think of the name. Premier. I couldn't think of it. Premier, to complement these bushes, and these have cross-pollinated wonderfully, very much so. So I'm thinking that did well. Here is one of the casualties of the ambrosia beetles. And if you haven't seen an ambrosia beetle, look it up. It looks like Queen Amidala. the headdress of Queen Amidala, right in the, I guess, in the first one when Anakin was a kid. That's what it looks like. But yeah, I had to cut this thing pretty much down to the ground. It has bounced back, obviously. So we have a brand new growth from the roots that came up. And this one is now growing, and this one's now growing. So this one will grow probably around 5 feet this year. And if it's anything like last year, we will get at least 40, 50 figs off this thing. And this is the Smith tree, the Smith fig. And I killed it twice last year and brought it back to life because I was a noob, my first official ever fig. And it's doing well, and I'm hoping it's going to fruit. It has kicked out multiple offshoots, so I think this thing is about to bear a ton of fruit this year. Orange tree. Let's take a step back and look at this orange tree. Yeah, it's doing very well. It must have put out at least 20 new branches. It had flowered, so that may turn into an orange, and we have 2 other flowers back here, and those 2 may turn into oranges. So this isn't going to be the year it actually bears a lot of fruit or any fruit. I wasn't expecting anything from it this year, but if it does it, that's cool. Next year means it's going to really kick ass. Basilica Sica. So that was the green Aschia. This is the Basilica Sica. Also took a big beating, but as you can see, she's coming back. This was taking its sweet time in getting the branches started. I think obviously the hormones started at the roots and worked their way up, so I think it's just working its way up. Again, we should see probably around 40 or 50 fruits off this year. I was hoping more because we had so many branches. It was up to here, like 8 different branches. It was really ready to prime to be a kick-ass year. This wasn't in the cards. It is what it is. This is another Premier, but I don't know if this one, I don't know if those are Premiers. I got those from a shady company, I'm not gonna lie. That should be a Brightwell, but it has the same leaf pattern and everything else as if it was a Premier, just like this one. So, but I don't know if those are Premiers or anything, but this one didn't seem to cross-pollinate very well. You can see that. I mean, some of them are turning, but they're not green. I remember this being green last year. Maybe I'm losing my mind. But, yeah, they're not... I think if these are the same plant, it's not cross-pollinating very well. And this is a Brightwell for sure. And this one either super cross-pollinated with that one and didn't cross-pollinate with this one. I don't know. But this one, first of all, this did well. It hasn't grown very tall. It's starting to grow some new leaves now. I hope it starts growing some branches. This kind of stagnated its growth this last year. So we're hoping it would kind of turn into that one, but it hasn't. But look at all these. So I think this one cross-pollinated with the little one, and it really just flourished tremendously. So we're gonna get, there's at least 150 fruits on this thing. So really cool, really cool. This is the LSU Tiger. All the LSU varieties are extremely aggressive growers, as you can tell. So this one survived 6 degrees, and this was still a green branch at 6 degrees, and it didn't even die back. So I think it did pretty well. It's got brand new shoots coming up from the roots. All this on this is gonna be, all these are gonna be brand new branches, all of these. So, and they have pretty big, medium to large size fruits. Should be getting a good yield off this. And this is the Olympian, slow starter for sure. 0 protection. I had lights on this one, and the orange tree, and they survived. And this one had 0 protection, and I just had to cut the tips. Everything else, the main branches all survived, as you can see. Didn't really have much damage with the ambrosia beetles, because what happened, just so you're aware, if you're into figs, the figs started sprouting early, and then we got a freeze, and it killed a lot of the new growth. And it sent out a scent when they were in distress, and that attracts the ambrosia beetles. And I didn't spray any pyrethrin or anything like that to keep any bugs away, so they were attracted to the scent, bored into it, and basically damaged it down to the stubs. So next year, or any year after that, if we do have a hard freeze and it kills new foliage, I'm just gonna come out and spray the hell out of it and protect it from the beetles. But yeah, so that's the orchard down here. Let's go take a look at the garden. All right, we have 6 cucumbers. ready on this new trellis that we have here this year. I'm really excited about this. Our squashes have all come in, and I think they're going to begin fruiting. Yes, look at that. We have fruit buds. So that's cool. We'll find out which ones are males and which ones are female flowers until then. But, yep, doing well. Carrots, all in. Looks great. All netted because we have a cat that comes here and craps and everything. So we're protecting it the best we can. This will be... this is reserved for the jalapenos. Jalapenos are going to go in there. We have scallions barely surviving in here, but they'll turn around. And actually, they get kind of thick now, as you can see. So that's cool. Tomato plants are maturing. Once they get big enough, we'll put them in here. We have our strawberries, which, as you can see, are starting to strawberry quite a bit. Some of them are even maturing somewhat, but we've had issues with fungus yet again. As you can tell, it's causing deformities, which we will call this from the group. We're getting deformities with this fungus, and I'm debating on whether or not I want to continue with this strawberry patch. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Asparagus. Yep. That's what asparagus looks like when it actually kind of comes to maturity. It's its last year that I'm going to allow it to really root. I only took like 3 or 4 for harvest this year, but next year we will start to aggressively harvest this, and it should be all kind of sorted in itself. Got to rein this in. It turns into a really aggressive, floppy, stupid-looking bush. So I really got to get some rope and tie it around it and keep it all together so it stops kind of rolling over into stuff. But that is it, and then we're going to have more jalapenos going here. And I really need to weed whack in here. This is just getting aggressive. All right. Doing the walk up top. Food forest. Let's take a look at the food forest on the top level. Flame prints. Flame prints. Peach tree. We have growth. It is alive. It's been in here for at least 3 weeks, maybe 4. And it has started setting its roots. It's starting to form leaves. Positives. Peach trees, you have to have an aggressive spray schedule to make sure that the fungus stays off of it and the insects stay off of it. So this thing gets sprayed every 7 to 10 days or more if it rains, is what it is. We're going to have a yellow long neck cutting go in there. We're going to have a Smith cutting go in there. And surprise, 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 we have multiple Ann raspberries. These are the yellow raspberries that has survived. The shoots look relatively strong, and I'm hopeful that they will grow large and prosper. If not, I'm going to rip this whole bed up, remulch it, and I'm going to add a lot more clay to the soil because they like the clay. I didn't realize that. And then maybe we can do better next year. But I'm going to let this year just be the driver. We have the Stella cherry tree. It is alive. It's been about 3 weeks. I have sprayed it down with some sulfur just to keep all the fungus off of it. But it's got dark leaves. It's alive, and I'm looking forward to this actually, doing better this year. And then next year maybe we'll get something out of it. These are all the fig cuttings, doing well. These are the ones I'm keeping. These are the ones I'm giving away. As you can tell, I am very generous because some of the ones I give away are actually producing figs. Look at that. These things are very, very good cuttings. Extremely good. Jalapenos, tomatoes. This is the Galicia Negra. It gave me a few fruits last year, but they wouldn't mature because it spent a lot of time growing. This is the year I expect some fruit off of it. I don't like how that looks, but we'll just play it by ear. I don't like the open tops like that. That could cause for bug infestation and stuff. I might top it off or something. That here, that too. Not a big fan of that, but it is what it is. These are the red raspberries. These two are Caroline raspberries. They fruit in the fall. This is a red Latham. It fruits on the second year. So these are more like primocane. These are floricanes. This fruits on the second year. It is really weak. It's really weak. I don't know if you can see. There we go. There's the fruits. Not the greatest fruits in the world. Some of them are starting. We're gonna get like 10 of them, 10 fruits. But it did create a little offshoot baby, which has stayed at that size for quite a while. So I'm gonna try to fertilize that just a wee bit and see if I can't jumpstart that little bastard. Here we're gonna put a LSU Gold in here because I know they're medium to large fruits and they're very prolific. This is a Col de Dame Grease, and it had some dieback. Luckily it didn't have any ambrosia beetles fight it that I can tell, but there we go. Okay, it's got some green, so it hasn't died back too much. It is a bit bougie. We'll see whether or not this thing will produce figs. It did last year, it just didn't mature. I'm hoping that'd be different this year. And this is the LSU strawberry, and I haven't done many cuttings there. I think I got 1 or 2 cuttings I'm keeping for myself this year just to see how it goes. Not easy. That one I couldn't get any cutting to survive on a Col de Dame Grease. I might have to do air layers on those. But this one, not too terrible, but a little bougie, a little hard to get started, but it has survived. It is doing well. Doesn't seem any ambrosia beetle issues, and maybe a fig or 2. There we go. Oh well, couldn't get that one. But yeah, that's where we stand up top. Doing well. Raspberries are still iffy, but you know, that's the worst of my problems. I'm okay with that.